Hi, I'm Stephan Papadakis. We're here in Redondo Beach with 1972 Toyota Celica. I'd like to take you guys on one of my favorite drives, which is from here in Redondo Beach all the way up basically through LA, through the canyons, and eventually into kind of the desert. So let's get started. Let's go. The engine in this car has pretty high compression, like 12-to-1, which normal street cars will have like 9-to-1, maybe 10-to-1. So it needs a higher octane fuel. So I can either put the 101 octane out of the pump here, or actually in my trunk, I've got octane booster and a little funnel and stuff. So if I go on a longer drive and I can't find high octane out of the pump, then I could just use 91 and then, you know, bump it with the octane booster. This on-ramp is one of my favorite kind of parts of this drive. You can really get on it and go through a couple of gears. Years ago, 18 or 19 years old, my girlfriend at the time had this little CRX that we had turbocharged, and we were getting on the freeway, the 110 here, from a friend's house, and got on the throttle and started getting on the freeway, and all of a sudden the engine just stopped, and you could hear or feel all these parts underneath the car. It actually threw a rod. It broke the connecting rod on the engine, and then all the parts ended up underneath the car, and then we were broken down, spilling oil on the side of the road. It was crazy. So this car has been re-geared with the final drive, the rear end drive. So it's got a 4.3 final drive, picks up RPM a bit quicker, especially because it has a relatively large rear tire. But the downside of it is when you're on the freeway, it really wants to rev out. The challenges with an old carbureted car is getting it to drive well over a range of conditions. So obviously you have like cold mornings and hot afternoons or whatever, but also elevation change. So we're going from sea level all the way up to today maybe like 4,500 feet, 5,000 feet. Yeah, you want to make sure that the mixture stays good over those elevation changes and temperature changes, but also around all the turns, because then you have this float bowl in the carburetor and the fuel's sloshing around in the carburetor, so it can do some weird stuff. So once in a while you'll hear a little hesitation out of this, but it's in a good place. So I drive the car in a way that, like on the downshifts, I'll match rev. So if I'm going from like fourth to third or third to second, what I'll do is, as I'm approaching a turn, I'll get on the brake, and then with the side of my foot, I'll blip the throttle when I have the clutch disengaged to bring the engine RPM up. That'll match the higher rev of the lower gear, and then I'll engage the clutch again. And so it's a smoother downshift. It doesn't upset the car as much. One of the ways that you would get a car to do that well is have the pedals arranged in a way that you can activate the brake and the gas kind of at the same time. As we get higher, above like the 4,000 foot elevation, I can definitely feel a little less power. But still running smooth. Here we are. Well, there's still a few people here.
Probably have them there somewhere. If I don't, I know I got it.
So welcome to the Cars and Coffee out in the middle of nowhere. You got a couple of diehard guys here, and sometimes girls, that I guess like me love to drive up into the canyon and just talk about car stuff. 2-liter Toyota that they never sold in the US. So this is like a kind of a JDM engine. So the Celicas on like the higher version, in the more powerful version in Japan, came with this 2-liter. So twin overhead cam. They claimed like 145 PS. Now it makes 170 to the wheels. So it's super fun. S58, B58, S. Yep. And it has the windows that go down. Check this out.
Really?
And then there's no pillar.
Wow.
All right, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun today, and I'm glad you guys could come along with me. I'll see you in the next video.